И в очередной раз всем привет, с вами, как обычно, очень грустный осел, массы, эффект, вторая часть, Шепард, Тали, Касуми, мы на задании, на личном задании Тали.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Vast Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
О, черт, не туда нажал.
Talizora, Shepard Vast Normandy.
Готовы.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
Эти корабли очень похожи на ретрансляторы. Отлично. Угу. Смотрите-ка. Гет боец. Чего они там орут так? Непонятно. Кому? Фух. Это было немного опасно. Две двери. Куда идти? У нас тут вообще не две двери, а три двери. Куда идти? Сохранку сделаем. Черт.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have.
Ну да, мне интересно увидеть такой карман, в котором поместится вот эта штуковина.
Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Монитор.
What's this?
Так.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize.
We've got trouble.
Смотрите, какой. Куда он делся? А, вот куда. Куда ушел. Хорошо, я, подумал, что на нас уже нападают, но нет. Так. Неужели они нам оставили так мало патронов? А, черт. Ну ладно. Сюда нельзя. Что это у нас тут? Сейф.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Так. Что это у нас тут? Я на самом деле считаю, что это глупо. Отбивать родину у гетов. Кто это у нас стреляет оттуда? Да ёперный театр, ты как здесь оказался? Вообще я не пойму, чего это. Кто это у нас тут стреляет? И как они в нас попадают? Тали сдохла. Да ё-моё, ну что это такое, а? Кто это в нас стреляет? Откуда? Да откуда вы тут? Блин, ну задрали. О, господи. Кто это? Кто это? Чего их так много, я не пойму. Откуда они вообще лезут со всех сторон? Задрали. Ты откуда появился? Ты вообще офигел, что ли? Не, ребята. Ребята, это... Это жесть. Все, надеюсь. Фух, достали. Реально достали. Я думал, в одиночку вывезу как-нибудь, но нет. Понадобилась помощь Талии. Чё? О, господи. Задрали. Я же нажал на дверь.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't
Hey. Hey, come here.
Damn it. Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tally, if you are listening, then I am dead. The gates have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Ладно, давайте зайдем в эту комнату, раз уж нам не дали это сделать. Так. Еще один сейф. Блин. Хорошо, вроде бы это все. Ну я... Кварианский журнал, да. Давайте сделаем сохранку быстренькую. О, смотрите-ка, кто у нас тут. Смотрите-ка, кто у нас тут. Этот чувак опасен. Так что нам следует взять... О-хо-хо, нет. Это было круто. Да ёперный театр. Что это происходит? Светошумовая граната. Тали, ты чего стоишь, как идиотка, блин? Почему не смотришь назад? Хорошо. Блин. Получить доказательства? Нет. Для начала нам нужно обшарить. Обшарить. Оказывается, ничего нет. Ну ладно.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more geths to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tally Zora could send back more working material.
Absurd.
Да.
Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Идиоты.
Sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Это необходимо использовать.
Tally, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Ну
We're
ладно.
not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Нужно принимать факты. Ее отец заварил всю эту кашу.
We need to face facts. There has been no war. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
И неважно, насколько она любила его. Он виноват.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board...
Нифига себе, они выносят вердикт без нас. Нормально. Что это за суд такой?
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the
Ну
Quarry.
да, это мы спасли.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Да, она просила...
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Мне не нужны доказательства.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. And Garrow wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai.
Никакой логики, но
Galaxy, the value
речь
of
хорошая.
Quarian people.
Ладно.
I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
И Шепард их убедит.
Are the Admirals
Что самое удивительное, он их
prepared to render
убедит.
judgment?
Будь я на месте этих... кто они? Адмиралов. Я бы послал подальше Шепарда.
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service,
Никакой
not find
логики.
sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard,
То есть они просто наплевали на то, что один из их кораблей захватили геты.
time to represent one of our people.
Что?
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people. I represented one of mine.
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Ну, наконец-то мы закончили это долбанное задание.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Well, you can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tell me about what your father said, what he did. You deserve better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
То есть она называет Шепарда папочкой? Ну ладно.
Come on, Tally Zora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
This might be useful.
Что? Ха, нажать на F. Ну давайте сначала попробуем поговорить с этими людьми. Как они отреагируют на нашу речь?
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tally.
Ну ладно. Адмирал Зен.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rail Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
You should abandon your plans, Admiral. They're only going to make the situation worse.
We shall see, Commander. Many things are impossible until they are
Да
done.
что это за напасть такая? Почему эта надпись снова и снова появляется? Задолбали?
Nice talking, Shepard. Funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment's going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the Admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Так.
Tally Zora was innocent after all.
Как легко поменять их мнение.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
Да.
We found Rail's body. He left a message for Tally.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Keep us alive.
Да вы задрали все время повторять это kill us alive. Что это вообще означает?
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tally shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Tally, is there anything the Admiral should know?
We found a lot of dead bodies, Admiral. Including my father's, that's all. Whatever research they were doing was destroyed.
I'll take your word for it, Tally. Not that I have much choice. Fight well, and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rail Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
Ну ладно. Что ж, давайте закончим эту миссию. Ух, блин, надо было зайти в меню прокачки персонажа и прокачать Тали. Ну ладно, в следующий раз как-нибудь. А что у нас дальше? А у нас дальше личное задание Самары.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages. Samara would like to see you in anything else.
Так мы же с ней уже говорили. Мы же говорили с Самарой уже. Новости о малыше? Что? О каком к черту малыше? А, сын Тейна. Сын Тейна. Так он не малыш, здоровенная такая дылда. Какой к чертям он малыш? Выше Шепарда, походу. По росту. Джокер?
I'm glad that mess is over for Tali, Commander. Some of those Quarians. I guess living your whole life aboard a ship can really mess with your priorities. Not that I would know. I'll just burn myself. Great.
Ну, пока.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Уп. Джейкоб. Скажет он нам что-нибудь? Я удивлюсь, если он что-то нам новенькое выдаст. Очень удивлюсь.
Commander, I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard.
Ну да.
Ready? Commander.
Все так же. Морден. Ну, кстати, давайте-ка. Давно надо было это сделать. Хорошо. Что это у нас тут? Палладия не хватает. Прекрасно. Запас панициллина. Да, надо будет за кадром все это проделать. Модульный ангар для зондов. Прототипы, крепость читагетов. Угу. Иридия тоже не хватает. Ну ладно. Пока что то, что доступно, мы прокачали.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not now. Or anything else?
Понятно.
We'll be here if you need me.
Что ж, тогда на третью палубу. На третью палубу. Как раз переговорим с Самарой по поводу ее личного задания. Заодно на четвертой палубе можно будет сходить к Талии. Она, наверное, тоже начнет к нам клеиться. Да, я рад тоже зайти сюда. К вам.
It's all right. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death?
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
I hope we can go to Omega
I'll
soon.
think about that. Meanwhile.
Ладно. Попробуем поговорить с кем там можно было поговорить? С Гаррусом? С Мирандой? С Тейном, кстати. Мы же выполнили его задание и так и не поговорили с ним. Или поговорили, я уже и не помню. Так, погоди, что это я нажал случайно? Понятно. Все с тобой ясно. Миранда? Тоже занята, скорее всего.
Commander. Well, there's a lot to do, Shepard. There's a lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
Ладно. Ну, Тейн-то точно должен нам что-то сказать по поводу собственного задания. Улучшение Нормандии.
I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
Дрелы и Ханары.
Yes. I know many think the Hanar are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with them on Kira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, goddess of oceans and the afterlife.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar and Kindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien races.
И они правы.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
Другая тема.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them.
Потому что сами они не могут убивать.
Toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child vibrates the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch, he dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Да, ты прав. Погоди, что? Показалось? Давайте отправимся к Тали. Поговорим с ней. Ничего не скажете? Ну ладно.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Что, и все?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our ship. The collectors cut through the Normandy.
Да, мы об этом уже говорили. Щиты, ну нам не хватает.
Let me know if you get the components for the shield enhancements. We'll need them against the collectors.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
Ладно.
Talk to you later.
Ну ладно. Давайте-ка зайдем к Джек. Может, у нее какая-то новая реплика появилась, помимо той, что начинает роман с ней. На всякий случай сохранимся.
Hey.
Нет, пока.
Okay, talk later.
Не буду я с ней говорить. Что ж, тогда отправляемся на задание Самары. Только вряд ли мы успеем ее закончить. Наверное, вообще закончим эпизод на этом моменте. Просто отправимся на Омегу. Келли, ничего не хочешь сказать? А что у нас там с сообщениями? Нет новых сообщений. Хорошо. Отправимся просто на Омегу. Хотя бы. Спасти разбившийся корабль, что-то там. Омега. Омега. Помочь Самаре. Знаете что? Да нет, я передумал как-то. Мы не будем начинать пока что это задание. Начнем в следующем эпизоде. Давайте закончим на этом моменте просто. Так, кого? Кого с собой взять? Ну, Самару, конечно. Это же ее задание все-таки. Выход. Короче, ребята, я на этом моменте закончу эпизод и продолжим мы в следующем. Короче, всем... нет. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, комментируйте. Я буду этому очень рад. С вами, как обычно, был очень грустный осел. Осел. И всем пока и до следующего эпизода.